This is Dark Cloud Blogs doing our first interview ever with my friend Cathy about her book, Felix the Comet.
Thank you.
And, I really enjoyed it, hence why I wanted to do this. This is an excuse to talk about it, actually. I did a review on it. You can check out my blog, put links to everything we talk about, the bottom of the doodly-doo, as they call it, with the comments. So, like I said, I really enjoyed the book.
Thank you. I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
And we have a cat.
Yes, I have my cat. So, why Felix the Comet, and did it start as that when you started writing it?
Absolutely. It did. It just, Felix the Comet, the title, everything just, it was kind of like an instant movie in my mind.
Right.
That makes sense.
No, yeah, absolutely does.
And then it took 10 years to
Right.
make
And
the movie
this is
happen
said cat.
in a book.
And welcome to see Meryl. Well, bye Meryl. I'm sure she'll be back. So it was Felix Comet from the beginning. That's actually pretty cool. So we'll talk about that. I know there's always a lot of rewriting going on with the book.
Yes.
Well, you want to talk about that process? Characters appearing, disappearing, being crunched together.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of my writing is exploring background information on character and place and so forth. So in the earlier drafts, it's trying to figure out for myself what needs to happen, and I did get really attached to one character that ends up not being in the book, but it didn't serve the book.
Right.
So
yeah.
A lot of my later writing and editing is unwriting what I've written before.
And, I usually do gaming. We were talking before the video started. Gaming, actually, that's a lot. That process happens in game mastering a lot of times. Mm-hmm. You write characters, including background that players will never see, and then you're like, this doesn't really serve the purpose. And a good system that talks about that and probably can be used as an interesting writing tool is Fate system. I've just been reading. They talk about that. Making like 4 characters, and you're like, that doesn't crunch them together. So good practice with that. Is besides characters, anything else, locations or anything like that might have been lost or gained?
Visualizing the house and talking, as you're writing and you have characters move in and out of rooms.
Right.
You have to know where those rooms are, and sometimes that changes because you may have written it one way earlier, but then you visualize it a little differently later, and then you go back and read what you had and say, oh, that's not going to work.
It's like, so you're like draw a diagram or anything and try to figure out, well, I've never actually really thought about it. About writing is starting to turn a lot more into role-playing than I realized.
Well, I've done a lot, I've done plenty of role-playing. It's not something I do a lot these days, but when I do it with you. So.
Right, yeah.
And I think role-playing, if you're a writer looking at this, or even a reader, role-playing is a really good way to explore character and character development and settings, and so it could potentially be a way to write even particular books.
I was actually about to ask that. And I know sometimes when I fiddle around with my little shorts, whatever, I've actually statted characters in a system, so I have a reference tool of capabilities, so I don't like break out something random. And stuff. I know that's something I've done. Though speaking of, you said you visualized Felix as a movie. If you got that phone call and someone wanted to make Felix a movie, who would you cast?
Who would I cast?
Who would you cast in your various characters?
Well, I have to say, years ago when I started writing it, which was, it took me 10 years, I pictured Philip Seymour Hoffman as his father. The kids grow, it's going to be a different kid. Whoever's hot at the moment in Hollywood, or an up-and-comer.
I would up-and-comer.
I like up-and-comer. Yeah.
I think Felix and his friends would be better served with a casting call.
Of people that are unknown, or they might have had big parts in other things. I don't know, I kind of liked the idea of myself having kind of a cameo as maybe either the principal, who's not necessarily a favorite character of mine, but she's a she's quite a character, and but she makes three small appearances, and or Miss Oakley, the teacher.
Right. So I'm actually kind of surprised that she was a doctor. I'm sure they're probably more common, but in all the schools I went to, I never saw a doctor as a principal. Mm-hmm. Well, so I thought that was interesting. And she seemed like someone that changed her career path.
I based her a little bit on the principal of the school where I was a paraprofessional when I started writing Felix. So, and she was Dr. Walensky.
Ah, awesome. Yeah, they tell you to write what you know.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, speaking of that, if anyone follows us on Twitter, when I was reading it, we had a couple interesting conversations about the book.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun. One that was, I thought DJ Jazzy Jeff, or was it Spazzy?
Spazzy, yeah.
Sounded like a Thai dish.
It sounded like a Thai dish?
Yeah, it sounded like a Thai. I mentioned this in the comment when we were on Twitter.
Oh,
his
yeah.
DJ name. I'm like, it sounds like some kind of themed curry.
Well, that's one of the background stories that's actually going to appear in the next book, is a little background on Ty's family, which kind of explains a little bit about why he's the goofball that he is.
Because right now you're currently writing a expansion story or something, right?
Yeah, it's based on, it's Kelsey the following summer. Kelsey's story the following summer. Yeah,
because I knew it was supposed to be Kelsey, so I was kind of surprised when you mentioned it might be a little bit more of Spazzy, quote unquote, in there too. But yeah, they're all friends.
Well,
so.
So she does go over to his house, and so we kind of meet Ty's family, and Ty's parents own a restaurant, a Thai restaurant, and he has older brothers that are in college and also work at the restaurant.
That is awesome.
So, yeah, he has significantly older brothers,
right.
Which kind of ties into my own family because I have 2 older children, and then I have my daughter.
Right. And as we go back to the Twitter, though, we also talked about Nurse Ketchum.
Yes.
How, as soon as I just read the name, I thought Nurse Joy from the Pokemon cartoon and Ash's mom, Deanna, and her cosplaying, Deanna Ketchum, cosplaying as that nurse. And that's actually thought of a great image in my head, so I actually commissioned a friend to do said art.
Well, and we had talked about this whole Ketchum thing, and it was something that completely got by me. I didn't even realize. I was writing it when the boys were really into Pokemon.
So yeah, my friend
catch them all.
Yeah, I had my friend Autumn draw this up, and that is yours.
Oh, thank you very much. Here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ta-da.
If you like Autumn's artwork, she's willing to do other commissions through her DeviantArt art account. Again, links in the doobly-doo. I like the word.
That's fantastic, because those are some of my favorite episodes when she's in.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the actual image of her being a nurse. I just know she went online and found a picture of Deanna. I'm pretty sure her name is Deanna.
And that's
Joy.
Ash's
mom. Deanna is Ash's mom.
I'm thinking of Nurse Joy.
Yeah, but that's the Nurse Joy costume. So she's cosplaying Nurse Joy in this picture. Yeah. I just had an image and I thought it was really cool. I actually still have that. I want to make my own print and frame it in the house, and I'm going to call it Side Joke.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Hey, everything. So I don't want to keep this short, so I think I'm just going to ask a few personal questions.
Sure.
About what is your favorite color?
That's a tough one.
Is that a tough one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What animal do you most identify with? Another tough one?
Yeah, because, I don't know, it depends on when you... I like otters quite a bit. I feel like I identify a lot with otters. I don't move as quickly as I used to, but I was kind of always
I'll eventually
a
slow
bit,
down too.
A little on the spazzy side, goofy, and just the joy, the playfulness, and they're very nurturing to their offspring.
Well, just making sure I identify with ravens. I think everyone knows that. And what is your plan for world domination?
Oh, I don't. Peace, love, and harmony.
Yes. Thanks for coming. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Then I'll just BS a little bit because I was going to fade to black.